माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय माधव गोपी जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजना यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजना यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजना यमुना तीरा ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भगवति उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः नमो नलिननेत्राय वेणुवाद्य विनोदिने राधाधरसुधापानशालिने वनमालिने महाभावस्वरूपास्त्वं कृष्णप्रियवरीयसी प्रेमभक्तिप्रदे देवी श्रीराधिका त्वं नमोऽस्तुते। So Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 9, Canto 4, Chapter 9, and text number 9. So Dhruva Maharaj is offering his wonderful prayers to their Lordship. And in last prayer we have seen that how he is calling upon the Lord as Arthabandhu, friend of distressed. In today's verse, he is explaining the pitiable condition of each and every living entity in this material world, especially those actually who are worshipping their Lordship for some material benefits. As in Bhagavad Gita, Lord says that the people whose intelligence is stolen by the material nature, they are like a demonic people. They don't worship the Lordship. But there are some who are less intelligent, Alpa Medhasa. They worship the demigods. And there are some fools actually who worship the Lordship, even though understanding that He is capable to give everything, whatever they need, but still they worship Him for some material benefit. Here in this ninth verse, Dhruva Maharaj says, Nunam vimushta matayastav mayayate yitvam bhavapyaya vimokshamanya hetuho arachanti kalpaktarum kunapopabhogyam ichanti yat sparshajam nirye pinranam. Translation: person who worship you simply for the sense gratification of this bag of skin are certainly influenced by your illusory energy. In spite of having you, who are like a desired tree and are the cause of liberation from birth and death, foolish persons such as me desire benedictions from you for sense gratification, which is available even for those who live in hellish conditions. Purport by His Loving Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Dhruva Maharaj repented because he had come to the Lord to render devotional service for material profit. He here condemns his attitude. Only due to gross lack of knowledge does one worship the Lord for material profit or for sense gratification. The Lord is like a desired tree. Anyone can have whatever he desires from the Lord. But people in general do not know what kind of a benediction they should ask from Him. Happiness derived from the touch of skin or sensuous happiness is present in the life of hogs and dogs. Such happiness is very insignificant. If a devotee worships the Lord for such insignificant happiness, Dhruva Maharaj, he says, Vimushta Mataya. As Lord says in Bhagavad Gita, Alpa Medasam, less intelligent. So here he says, Vimushta Matayas. Vimushta Mataya means whose intelligence is lost, who has lost his intelligence. And Dhruva Maharaj says, because of what? Due to the influence of the material energy of the Lord. Once Harishavri Prabhu, he asked His Divine Grace, as Prabhupada was just standing in front of the deities and he was praying. And literally tears were gliding from his cheeks. And he said, Prabhupada, what you are praying to the Lord? Because as every time Prabhupada used to say that you should know the prayers that has been offered by the pure devotees. Because we don't have much intelligence to glorify the Lordship, but we should know what should be prayed in front of the Lord. When you go in front of the Lord, what you should pray for. Then Prabhupada said, I'm just asking their Lordship, please save me from your Maya, from your material energy. And who is praying that? And what we do? We are less conscious of that particular subject matter. When we come and see the deities, generally, like a person like me, he has a tendency to find faults. Oh, the turban is not proper, That peacock feather should be a little bit tilted on the right-hand side, like that. So that's the tendency we have. Rather than seeing the Lordship, we try to find faults in Him. And that's why we are doshadarshi. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, the devotee's first quality is adoshadarshi. He never finds faults. Who is Mahatma? What is the definition of Mahatma? As per Bhagavad Gita. That's in Indian political point of view. Mahatma, they call Gandhi as a great person. Not only a great person. Mahatma means? Exactly. Vasudevam Sarvamiti Sa Mahatma Durabha. Lord says that who sees everything as a Lord. So devotee, what he says? Everything as a Lord. So how he can find fault? Is it possible for him? No. And that's why Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he says, the first quality of the devotee is he is Adosha Darshi. That particular adjective fits for the Lord because he is Adosha. There are no faults in him. And devotee, he sees Lords everywhere. So he never sees any faults anywhere because he sees everywhere his Lord, who is Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate. He is absolutely complete. There is no fault in him. But who who suppose who suppose himself as a devotee, what tendency they do have? Who pretends to be a devotee, they always try to find faults, even with the Lord himself, because they pretend to be a devotee. And Prahlad Maharaj say, I'm one of that, I'm praying to you, but do you know what I have done? Why I have taken your shelter? So who are the four people they take shelter of the Lord? As per Bhagavad Gita. Artha, Artharthi, so the first one is Artha, who is in distress. So what about Dhruva Maharaj here? Is he Artha or is he Artharthi? Huh? Dhruva Maharaj was in distress. He's Artharthi. Sthanabhilashi tapasi sthitoham. He says that I was meditating or performing this austerity for Sthana Abhilashi. He desires a place which is the topmost in this material universe. He wanted the higher place than his own great grandfather, that is Brahma, Because Lord, he says in Bhagavad Gita, Brahma Bhona Loka Punaravarti Narjuna. If you travel from top to bottom of this 14 planetary system, all they are temporary, dukhalayam, ashashvatam. They are temporary and full of miseries. Why? Because punaravrati, there is a punaravrati. What sort of punaravrati? Bhavya apyaha. That's what he says. Bhava means birth and avya means death. So there is a punaravrati of birth and death. And he is longing for that place. And that's why he says, he gives his own pitiable condition, his own attitude, that he is Vimushta Mataya. So this is what devotee. They never find faults with others. They find faults with themselves. They say, see, such a lowly person I am. Like Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Each and every chapter of Chaitanya Charitamrita, what is the last verse? Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he says there, I am lowest than the insect who stays in the excreta. He says, I am that pitiable. I don't have any qualification. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he says in the song, Gopinath, Amito Kamera Dasa. Do you think he is a Kamera Dasa? He is a servant of lust? But they accept that position, Why? For us. Knowingly, we don't want to take that position. We know that what sort of a personality we are, but we don't want to claim it, Even when we get initiated, Guru Maharaj gives us names, this, Dasa. But when someone calls you, what do you tell him? We delete that Dasa and we give that only particular that name. Huh? Because our tendency in this material world that hide our identity. We always want to and desire to hide our own original identity. What we are, we don't want to disguise that. We want to disguise something which we are not. And that's the influence of material nature. In the material world, we have seen the prayers offered by Jantu. Anybody remember? Srimad Bhagavatam in third canto, the prayers are offered by Jantu, means living entity, who is there in the mother's womb. There, that Jiva says, "Oh my Lord, just take me out from here. I'm going to render devotional service unto you as I'm remembering you now. I'm going to remember you throughout life. Just take me out of this precarious condition." And as he comes out, what is his first question? Irrespective of place, nation, region, place, language, the first word comes out of our mouth. Which one is that? In Sanskrit, Kwa means who am I? Everyone, they forget their own identity as soon as they come to this material world. That's the effect of Lord's external energy. And that's why Prabhupada says that, "My Lord, please save me from your Maya." That's what Shukadeva Goswami, he prayed to their Lordship. Do you know how many years he stayed in his mother womb? Any guess? Yes? Huh? 18 years. Finally, Vyasadeva has to go to Dwarka and he requested their Lordship, "Please come. My child don't want to come out of womb. Please do something." Who is that? Vedavyasa, who compiled all the Vedic literature. He came and he pleaded their Lordship. And when Lord came there, he asked, "What's your problem? Why you are not coming out?" Shukadeva Goswami said, "Yeah, I don't want to because here I am remembering you. And I know once I come out, I will forget you. If you promise me that I'm going to remember you, even though I come out, your Maya will not touch me, I'm ready to come out." And then Lord says, "Okay, come. She will not touch you." And he comes and he directly goes out, He walks away from his parent. Because he is freed from the influence of external energy of the Lord. And when we get covered with the external energy of the Lord, we really lose our right intelligence by which we can make a choice what is good, what is bad for me, which is called as a Sad Asad Viveka Buddhi. Sad Asad, good, bad. Viveka means that mindset which help us to understand which is good and which is bad for me. So that intelligence is lost. That's what he says. Vimushta Matayas. And why that Vimushta Matayas? Because Mayayate, Stava Mayayate. It's because of your material energy, my Lord. And what is the first effect of that? He says, Yetvam bhavapya yaya vimokshana manya hetuho. Even though they know that Lord is capable of giving you freedom from bhava, that is birth, and apyaya, that is death. So he is the one, Mukti Pradata Sarvesham Vishnurevana Samshaya. There is no doubt that Lord Vishnu can give you liberation. And still what happens? Arachanti kalpatarum kunapopa bhogyam. Arachanti, they worship you for what? You are a kalpataru. You are the desired tree. So what is the characteristic of desired tree? It gives whatever you ask for. And then, knowing that Lord is a kalpataru, what they ask from the Lord? Kunape upabhogyaha. They ask the things which can be enjoyed by this senses. Kunape. Kunape means bag of skin. That is our body. It's like a king, he declares, tomorrow is my birthday and I'm going to give you whatever you ask for. So there was a line in front of the palace. Everyone was coming and asking. So one person came. He was a beggar and he said, King, please give me a silver pot to beg. What he asked for? He would have asked something else. But what he asked for? A begging pot. That's what we do. He is the one who is going to give a liberation, who is going to make you free from all this distress in your life. What Lord promises in the Bhagavad Gita, 18.66. Sarva papebhyo, aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayami ma shucha. Don't worry, I will deliver you from all your sins. And still we go, and what do we ask? Some better way to commit more sin. Why? Because vimushtamatayas. Because we don't know what benediction that we should ask from the Lordship. When Dhruva Maharaj realized that, in Hari Bhakti Sudhodaya, there is a nice verse that was spoken by Dhruva Maharaj himself. He says, Sthanabhilashi tapasi sthitoham Tvam praptavan deva munindra guhyam Kanchan vichinvam abhidivyaratnam Swamin kritharthosmi varam yachit. He says, my Lord, I was performing this severe penances, austerities, to get the topmost place in this planetary system. The highest place where if I sit, nobody can move me. Sthana Abhilashi. Tapasi Sthitoham. I am performing this tapasya for that. But what has happened now? Tvam Praptavan. When I have seen you face to face, when I have got you right in front of me. So my position is like the person who is longing for the broken piece of glass got a diamond in his hand. And then he says, Kritartho asmi. Krita, Kritartho. Krita means sometimes it's like a job satisfaction, which is not there today in anywhere. Huh? Krita means activity that you perform, and Artha means getting the result of that. So he says, my Lord, whatever I had done, I got the greatest result of that. And what is that? It's you right in front of me. And who are you? He gives one adjective to the Lord. Tvam praptavan deva munindra guhyam. Even it's very rare for the great demigods and great munis. Munis are those who have controlled their mind, their senses, and who has performed hundreds and thousands of years austerities. Even for those munis and demigods, it's guhya, it's very difficult, it's very secretive to attain. And you are here right in front of me. So my life is perfected. I have achieved what I supposed to achieve. So I don't want anything. Kritharto asmi varam nayachich. I don't want anything. And that's why in the third canto, Lord glorifies his devotee. Deyamanam na grannanti. Even though I want to give them, but they don't accept anything other than what? Devotional service unto their Lordship. Mad sevaya vina. Without my service, they don't desire anything. Why is it so? Dhruva Maharaj says, Ichhanti yat sparshajam niraye nranam. See, all these sense gratificationary items of this world, they are available in all the species of life. Not only Dhruva Maharaj, even Prahlad Maharaj also says the same thing to his friends. He says, Yataya indriyakam daitya deha yogina dehina yadvad labate saukyam yata dukha ayatnataha. See, as per the daiva, destiny, and whatever prarabdha that you have, you are going to get it. If I buy a raincoat, I'm going to get protected from a rain. But if that same raincoat I use it in summer, what will happen? Outside there will be a rain. Huh? So when I buy a raincoat, I'm going to get its benefits as well as its disadvantages. So once you got this body, you are going to get the benefits and problems with this body. So whatever sukha, happiness, and whatever dukkha, the distress that is meant for this particular body, you are going to get it. Nobody is going to change that. Even Lord, he never interferes. Because it is his system. He can't just take out something unless and until you ask for. Sakrudeva, Lord, even he knows everything, but he never interferes in your life unless and until pranati, you pray for that to the Lord. When you go and pray, my Lord, it's enough. And what example do we have for that? The first category person who goes to the Lord for Artha, who is the example for Artha? Who prayed their Lordship, please come and save me. Who was that? Gajendra. Gajendra is the example for Artha devotee, who goes to their Lordship to get out of the distress. And when he asked for that, then Lord granted him that. Otherwise, he never looked at him. Because it was his quota, you know. He asked for, he got it for. And that's why he says, Ichhanti yat sparshajam nirayapin guna. These foolish people, they go to the Lord and they ask for better sense enjoyment, which is available in all the species of life. What is the enjoyment that we need in this world, you know? Ahar, good food. Nidra, a good sleep. Americans, they can't sleep without pain. That has happened everywhere now because everyone wanted to follow Americans. So everyone is following that. And then, Ahar, Nidra, Bhaya. Everyone wants a good protection. That's why they have good houses, you know, to protect themselves. And the topmost sense gratification of this material world, sex. This is available in all species of life. At least this human form of life has some limitations, you know. You can't go out topmost or outmost of that limits to enjoy. How much you can sleep? If you sleep more than 12 hours, or maybe a 24 hours, or maybe a 36 hour, you will be in some university for testing, you know, they will tear apart you and see what has happened to this guy. He's sleeping for 36 hours, which is uncommon nowadays. Who has the greatest pleasure to have that deep sleep? Do you know? Narayana? Do you know about polar bear? Satyanarayana. Polar bears, they sleep for 6 months. Are they better than us to have that pleasure? Ahar, how much we can eat? This much, because this is the size of our liver. Something more than this, you are creating offense to your body. But elephant can eat tons, you know. So who is the best if you want to enjoy eating? Bhaya. You want to protect yourself. All animals are quite far superior than us to protect themselves, you know. And the last, the final one, to beget kids. How many we can? Once a year, one. And that is also once in a lifetime also nowadays. Nobody wants more than one. Look at the pigs, hogs, you know. One time 14 and twice a year. So how many? Minimum 28. So who is better than us? At least whom we can see. Even some aquatics, they can give birth to thousands, you know, literally in thousands. Some fishes, they lay eggs in thousands. So this body is not meant for that nature. And that's why Lord, He Himself says in the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, Yasyatma buddhi punape tridhate swadhiya kalatradishi bhaumilchati yat tirtha salilena karachit sayeva gokhara. Those are like camels and asses who thinks that body as themselves and their desire for the sense gratification. In the next verse, Dhruva Maharaj, he says what is his ultimate realization when he saw their Lordship in front of him. And he glorifies the importance of devotional service. How it is far better than even Brahmananda. And that will continue next Saturday. Hare Krishna. Shri Krishna Bhagavan ki jai. Shri Dhruva Maharaj ki jai. Thank you so much. Srila Prabhupada ki